The Stooge comedies were more popular than ever, but Curly's health was beginning to deteriorate. The stress of Curly's personal life began to take an obvious toll. He had been married 4 times, drank too much, suffered from high blood pressure, and was rapidly gaining weight.
Curly hadn't been well. None of us realized just what was wrong with him. We know now that he'd had a couple of slight strokes.
In May of 1946, Curly's hard living caught up with him, and he suffered a paralyzing stroke on the set of Half-Wit's Holiday.
Three Little Pirates was sometime after he'd had those strokes, but from time to time, he became almost his old self. And in Three Little Pirates, he was, in my opinion, excellent. He had recovered. We had high hopes that he would be perfectly all right, but as we now know, he wasn't. And on the very next picture, he folded up. He had a stroke that disabled him.
The stress of Curly's personal life began to take an obvious toll. In May of 1946, he suffered a paralyzing stroke on the set of Half-Wit's Holiday, and he was forced to retire from the act. Moe hoped that after some rest, Curly would be able to return. So in the meantime, he convinced his older brother Shemp to rejoin the group.
Well, he fit right into the act because he had been the original Third Stooge, so there was no problem in that sense. From the general public standpoint, I know today people think that he was a weak replacement for Curly, but those are the people that don't know he was the original Stooge. I think a lot of people also think Shemp was trying to imitate Curly, and he was really not in any way. He just did his own thing, which was nothing really like what Curly did. And I think the people that really don't know the history of it are the ones that really don't like Shemp all that much. The real fans understand that Shemp was perhaps the leader of the Stooges at the beginning, and when he came back to replace Curly, he fit in perfectly with the boys.